Hey there guys, it's me, Switchcat, and I'm finally back. I just spent the last week in Australia, but not really. It was more like I spent the last week on airplanes and about 2 days in Australia. I took a few photos. I didn't have an opportunity to really do any touring, so it was like extremely... Well, for me it wasn't boring, but this is going to be a boring video. Feel free to skip ahead. For the boredom. Alright, so here I am in car and bus driving to the airport in traffic, and there's Seoul, and there's the bay going to Incheon, and I'm at Incheon in the lounge. This is me going to my gate. You've seen all this before because I do it constantly. This is Terminal 2. Terminal 2 is my favorite terminal, and here I am waiting for the plane with my, obviously, this. Now, the plane was nice. I was well fed. I got nice foods, got soups, got steaks, and it was tasty. And the little cheese tray. That's new. That's breakfast because it was an overnight flight, 17 hours from Seoul. This is Sydney Airport after security. This is Sydney Airport waiting for the bus from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2. This is the bus to Terminal 2. I'm sure you're probably noticing a theme here. I'm pretty much only traveling from A to B this whole trip. Alright, this is Terminal 2 at Darwin Airport, which is the domestic terminal. And I'm up on the plane, and I'm eating olives, and we're taking off. And I'm eating shepherd's pie, I think. There's the takeoff stuff. I think I got the sequence of events messed up. Okay, for me, the flying for the flights, this was the highlight. And I'm sure that you guys are thinking, what? But actually, look at that desert, man. It's like I'm flying over Mars. This is the actual outback that people talk about when they talk about outback. The outback is desert. Like, an endless desert. And it just goes and goes. Now, the geography, of course, is amazing. There's cheese tray. More geography. I mean, look at it. It's like an alien planet. Alright, now we're coming in on approach to Darwin Domestic Airport. It's a little bit more bushy, less deserty. So there it is. I'm in the cab to the hotel. There's the hotel. This is around the hotel area. I mean, there is a city, but I don't know, this was more interesting. It's the real outback! And now here's my room. This was... What is that? Hilton in Darwin. I highly recommend it. It was okay. Very nice. Got a good spot. Good weather. That's the view. And that's my office all set up. There's the Parliament building. There's breakfast. And second helping. So, the lounge in there is pretty nice, but of course I was alone, so boring. But I ate a lot. It's a Vegemite sandwich. Not a lot in the news. There's a bird. Weird wildlife in this part of the world. There's the convention center. There's some kind of pool toys. There's a thing. These are some historical buildings, which I believe some of which are pre-World War II. There's the Hilton. More food in the lounge by myself. There's the Parliament building from the lounge. And boats. And tea. And more really awesome news. Okay, this is Outback Jack's. I took the Jack's Challenge. It's the best part of the whole trip. Outback Jack's. I need to do a review or something of that. Anyway, this steak is a full kilo with all the stuff. I finished it, no problem. And I ordered a salad because I felt a little greasy. And I got the t-shirt, because apparently that was a challenge that I wasn't really aware of. So I've got the t-shirt as my souvenir. And I'm back at Darwin. I was only there for a day and a half. Back on the plane. Got the plane vittles. A little bit of, you know, this. I do like the Korean Air business class, I will say. The guys are pretty cool. You know, back at Terminal 2, and I answered the mail, and, you know, there was games. Actually, now, since I have complete control here, I'm gonna go back to that. Alright, now, this was actually mail call. When I got back, all this stuff was waiting for me in the P.O. box. So look at that. Isn't that something? this is what you can look forward to maybe on Switchcat if I get around to it. I'm actually interested in checking out Okami, Undertale. I already played Wonder Boy. I want to do Blade Strangers. Been told that Banner Saga is really amazing. I need to get into Torna because all the cool kids are doing that. And Valkyria Chronicles looks interesting. You can see on the edge I've got Night Trap, but you know, former president of Nintendo, Lincoln, said that will never be on a Nintendo console. So we must be in some kind of alternate dimension where never has passed. I'll have to check and see if that's kid-friendly, but it looks ridiculous. So I'm sure it's fun to play. Anyway, so that's all for today, y'all. I'll have to get back into doing game stuff at some point, now that I'm back and have rested from my 36 hours of not sleeping, and I've upgraded the Switch with the 400 gigabyte SD card, so I'll be able to dump downloads. Yeah. Anyway, so that's all. Basically, it was a trip within a trip, because I went there to do work. I did work for literally 24 hours. I got back on the plane, but you know, it was Australia. I went to Outback Jack's. I got the Outback Jack Challenge. Everybody thought that was pretty neat. I did too. It was a good steak. Anyway, you guys keep on doing whatever it is y'all do, and be good and have a good day. Bye.